Tonight, my heart stopped. The monitor drew a flat line. A pen wrote the time of death. A sheet covered my face. Silence sat on the room. Breath was gone. Pulse was gone. Hope, people thought, was gone. But I heard a whisper, not from earth, not from the hallway. It rose like wind. It burned like fire. Do not fear. I am with you. The dark split like a curtain. I stood beside my body. I saw my family weeping. I saw the nurse tremble. I tried to speak. My lips did not move. My chest did not rise. Yet I was fully awake, more awake than ever. A messenger appeared. No feathers, no painted gold. Weighty, clear, unmistakable authority. Voice like water over stone. You will see. Remember everything. You must return. We stepped forward. The floor carried no weight, no pain in my limbs, no heaviness in my chest, only awareness like lightning. Sounds of earth faded. Sounds of eternity approached. A crossroads opened ahead. Left was a rift of night. Cold breathed out like a tomb. Regret cried with muffled voices. Promises broken floated like smoke. Right was a road of warmth. Fragrance not of earth. Music with no instrument. A welcome that felt like home. What first? The messenger asked. I looked into the gloom. My heart trembled. But curiosity pulled me. Let me see the left. The messenger nodded. For wisdom, he said, not for harm. We moved toward the chasm. Heat without light. Motion without rest. Voices stacked upon voices. Some were angry, some were pleading. All were thirsty. All were empty. I saw a doorway. Rust chained it shut. A plaque above it read pride. People wore crowns of smoke. Crowns burned their foreheads. They would not bow. They could not bow. Stiff necks turned to iron. Next, a pit named greed. Hands grabbed at dust. Dust slipped like water. Mouths filled with ashes. Tears turned to coins. Coins melted into nothing. They counted nothing forever. Numbers without worth. A corridor marked unforgiveness. Chains forged from memories. Faces replayed betrayals. Knives of old words. Burdens of old glances. They hurt me, they cried. They owe me, they cried. But the chains were theirs. A chamber labeled lust. Eyes like lanterns without oil. Desires expanded into deserts. Mirages promised satisfaction. Each kiss turned to sand. Each image turned to iron. Numbness grew into rage. Rage grew into despair. A hall called mockers. Laughter with no joy. Sarcasm like acid rain. They shouted at heaven. They shouted at one another. Their own echoes accused them. Their own words bound them. Mouths full of knives. I asked the messenger, trembling, why show me this? He looked at me with mercy. To fear evil rightly, he said, not to feed it, not to flirt with it, not to live beside it, but to flee while the door is open. We came to a bridge of stone. Under it ran a river. Fire moved like liquid. No light, only heat. Shapes reached up from below. Some wore medals, some wore robes, some wore nothing. Were they important? I asked. In time, he answered, not in truth. The proud are equal here. Titles are ashes. Fame is silence. Only choices remain. Only love or not. I saw a doorway of mercy. It was still ajar. Light leaked from the edges. Is there hope? I asked. For those still breathing, he said. The call still rings. The blood still speaks. The gates are not closed. We turned from the left. My knees felt weak, but my soul felt sober. Please, I whispered, show me the right. The messenger nodded again. Come and see, he said. We stepped onto warmth, a gate like sunrise, not metal, not wood. Living light formed the arch. On it a name, the name above names. When it sounded, I trembled, but I was not afraid. We entered a garden. Colors had flavors, sounds had weight. Joy had texture. Leaves sang in whispers. Grass glowed gently. Air was sweet like hope. Hope was strong like rock. A river flowed from a throne. It did not run out. It did not slow down. Gentle surface, deep power. I touched the water. It remembered me. It called me by name. Trees lined the banks. Their fruit shone quietly. Fragrance moved through me, not to my nose, to my heart. I breathed peace like oxygen. I drank love like water. I rested standing up. I saw dwellings, not cramped rooms, not lonely cabins, houses like songs, foundations of testimonies, walls of faithfulness, windows of healed tears, roofs of completed obedience. One house was unfinished. Boards stacked by the door, tiles waiting in bundles. I touched the roof line. It felt like prayer. What is this? I asked. Work left undone, he said. Love left unbuilt. Whose house? I whispered. The messenger looked at me. He did not accuse me. He invited me. Your days still count. Your choices still build. Do you want a roof? Then bring wood of obedience. We walked to a hall of worship. No stage, no spotlight, a sea of faces shining, tongues from every nation, stories from every century, one song, many parts, one lamb, all eyes fixed. No one was jealous. No one was bored. No one was unseen. Love filled empty corners. Light filled forgotten rooms. Wounds told new stories. Scars became crowns. Tears became gemstones. A figure approached us. Not angel now, not messenger only. Ancient, young, terrible in beauty, gentle in power. Peace to you, he said. I could not stand. I fell like a stone, not from fear, from gravity of glory. He lifted me easily, like a father lifts a child. He looked into my memories. He was not surprised. I know your grief, he said. I know your doubts. I know your hunger. I know your failures. I know your secret vows. I know your weary prayers. I know your hidden tears. I was there. Why am I seeing this? I asked. Because time is short, he answered. Because mercy is wide. Because doors are open. Because you must go back. Because you will speak. Because many will listen. Because I love them. Show me the way, I pleaded. Teach me to pray. He smiled like sunrise. Walk the simple path, he said. Begin with thanksgiving. Confess quickly. Wash in the word. Seek the Spirit. Feed on my presence. Offer incense of praise. Enter the holy. Then speak what I am saying. We retraced the steps slowly. A gate of thanksgiving appeared. I said, thank you out loud. I named small mercies. I named great mercies. The ground grew steady. The air grew bright. My heart grew humble. An altar stood before me. Fire waited without smoke. I placed my sins there, not excuses, not bargains. I placed pride. I placed bitterness. I placed secret agreements. The flames did not mock me. They purified. They did not devour me. They devoured what devoured me. Ashes became soil. Soil became hope. Hope became courage. Courage became song. A basin gleamed nearby, not of earth's metal, liquid light inside. I washed my mind. I washed my memories. I washed my vocabulary. I washed my habits. Scripture rinsed me clean. A lampstand burned steadily. Oil flowed without measure. The Spirit breathed on me. I listened without hurrying. Pictures rose in my heart. Words fit like keys. Fear fell without a fight. Love stood without apology. A table of bread invited me, not dry doctrine. Living bread, I ate and was strengthened, not stuffed, satisfied. Hunger became fire. Fire became focus. An altar of incense smoked. Worship climbed like ladders. Not performance, not pretense. Adoration without agenda. Gratitude without ceiling. My voice joined a river. The river carried me. A veil parted before me, not ripped by force, opened by mercy. A holy place within holiness, quiet like the first dawn, weighty like the deepest sea. He waited there smiling. I was not alone. Now speak, he said, not your idea, my living word.